Leo, happy birthday, Leo. This is your homework family reading for August 1st through the 15th. And happy birthday to all Leos. I'm a Leo myself. My birthday is the 28th. So I know you're about to be reborn if you have not already. And happy birthday. See, that went off really well. Okay, Spirit is saying for Leos, more or less, either you're feeling it, you're about to, or you should be. Feeling like a new birthing or a rebirthing into like a new confidence, a new dignity at the same time. What they're giving me to is the goat, not the sheep, the goat. They're very specific about that because they also give me Pan, one of the horned gods, to validate I had the goat. But what this is speaking to us of is in our confidence. Be very sure-footed about the steps you are taking and where you're going. Be very sure of yourself. Come into your power right now. And I feel like with that, they're not just saying come into your power. They're like pull your power into you at this time. Because I feel like the energy of a merge, like I'm pulling it in. They're reminding me too, but when I did I was told that it was to be the 5th video that I did. And I think that's because I'm supposed to be speaking of the number 5 in general as well. Which means, this has to do with definite change, but adaptability, quick adaptability to this change. 5 also speaks to us of our 5 senses. 5 also speaks to us of our 5 different parts, our 2 arms, our 2 legs, our head, of our human compassion, because it's our human energy being grounded within it. But when I go back to the goat, yeah, they're saying confident. Be very confident right now. When I go back to the goat is sure-footed. But here's how they're using it to be explained. A goat only needs 2 inches. 2 inches to gain a new level of sure-footed security while it is climbing up those cliffs. 2 inches. That's all you need. But they also remind us that goats tend to come in sometimes under the radar. They're underestimated. Spirit says that's not necessarily a bad thing sometimes. Sometimes being a little underestimated by others just gives you an extra step in the right direction. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Don't be frustrated over that or get angry over that, is what they're saying. If you notice that in your life, stay confident within who you are, or rebirthing into your own confidence is what I'm basically getting for the most part. They are reminding me you will be dealing with some heart and some throat, definitely some throat chakra issues as you are moving forward in your material world and you're making these changes, you're making these new steps, but don't let that weigh you down. It's just part of the healing that you're coming through, is what they're saying. Now, when we get into the astrology, obviously it's the Lion's Gate, 8-8. 2 days before the Lion's Gate, there's definitely some energy going on, and the moon will be in Scorpio, because on the Lion's Gate, the moon is in Sagittarius. But right before the Lion's Gate, it's definitely intense energy. Depending on what's going on in your life, that intense energy can be very good or very bad. Point blank. That's just the way Scorpio energy is. I call it, it's the detective. It's the clue game. And if you get looking for something too hard, if you're looking for a problem, you'll find one. It's that simple. Scorpio, when it's in the moon, or the moon being in Scorpio, vice versa, you know what I'm saying. We get very emotional. It's the most intense of the emotional at that time. So if you're all happy, then you're super duper happy and everything is glorious and great. But if you've been betrayed, then you're looking for every reason to go after that person, more or less. So, I mean, just watch that energy and watch what is risen, what rises and shows itself to you at that time. Because it may very well be information that's sending you in one direction or another and will help you through the lionscape. Now you have Mercury, which will be moving back into Leo on the 11th. Don't forget, it is still with a little bit of shadow. Jupiter on the 11th goes direct in Sagittarius. Then you have Uranus, which is in Taurus, and it goes retrograde on the 11th. You have the full moon on the 15th, going from Aquarius and into Pisces now. They're reminding me again, do not forget there's throat chakra issues. They're saying, more or less, don't let the throat chakra can make you not necessarily want to speak up if it's blocked. And they're telling us to come into our confidence, believe in ourselves, believe in our soul purpose or our soul urges of what we feel like we are being prompted to do, and then take it through into not the masculine, into the material and physical world. So they're saying believe in yourself and say what you have to say. Speak. I feel like I'm being told with the goat and everything that's coming through, I feel like I'm being told stand your ground, even if you only have 2 inches. Stand your ground. It's more powerful than what you realize. Alright, now, Leo, you guys, we have some major power going on. It's not just because it's the Lion's Gate. I mean, we have, obviously, the Sun in Leo. We have Mercury in Leo. We have Mars in Leo. We have Jura in Leo. So this is our sensitivities, our sun. This is sensitivities for the good and bad, and all sensitivities. This is how we feel about things, how we see them, how we touch them, how we taste them, how we smell them. All of them, good and bad. Mars, it is your passion, your action, your aggression. It is your sexual energy. It's how you feel about yourself. This is also where I'm getting the horned god of Pan coming in, speaking to us about how we feel about ourselves, our sexuality, how can we shine, how can we, I feel like it's more like glow, how can we glow, and in a way, make sure we're feeling good about flaunting our stuff to a point, is what I'm feeling like I'm getting from Pan, because Pan has an obscene way of being a smartass when he stands in front of me, just moving about. But that's saying, be confident, come into yourself. Don't worry a damn bit about anybody else. And that's basically what he's trying to give me, which is speaking to our sacral chakra and our free expression and our freedom in general, our ability to express our freedom is what Pan was just saying. Jura being here is speaking to us about our sacrifice and our commitment to ourselves, to our own self-awareness, because this is the universal first house, which is speaking to us of our self-awareness, our physical body, our personality, our view of life, our identity, and our very image. Let it be known, more or less. I know that it may seem like I said, in some cases it may seem like you're underestimated, but let that be that way. Be yourself and all your wonderful, beautiful glory is what I'm being given. Now, the thing is with the Guardians of the Pole, the guardians of the pole are definitely guarding the Cancer energy with that Sirius star and the North Node. Because I'm being given like gargoyles. Excuse me. With the Cancer energy, and for us that's our 12th house. So this is making sure that nothing else bad gets in, and that if anything, we're cleaning up and healing what is in our 12th house, our unconscious our unconscious selves, our hidden selves from ourselves. We're getting past our self-deception, we're getting past our self-undoing, we're getting past our bad habits, our bad addictions, we're acknowledging them, healing them, and letting go of them. We're healing our grief, our sorrow, our secrets, and initially our karmic debts. This is part of what is going on in that Cancer energy for us at this time, because you have the North Node there telling us what we got to do to get it right, to move on, but it's the 12th house for us. Okay, so this is getting past some of our hidden skeletons in the closet and what we've kept dormant from ourselves, our personal demons or ghosts. And it's being illuminated by the Sirius star, because that's God's consciousness, so to speak. It's the illuminated teacher, so to speak. Or as I like to put it, it's Thor's hammer and the catapult for the change. So this is helping us to heal those wounds. But when we look at it from across the sky, that's coming into our 6th house. So like I said, it's going back to your everyday mundane tasks. Where have those mundane tasks created us to believe those things that we keep dormant, those skeletons in the closet, those lies we tell ourselves, those bad habits that we've created and said, it's okay, it's not that big of a deal. But it's become a big of a deal. And like the way you talk to yourself, the way you treat yourself, the way you let other people treat you within these mundane tasks, within your everyday. From your routine, it's part of your routine. Something about our routines and our mundane tasks, something about it doesn't serve us, and we need to make it serve us, because that's where Pluto is, and that's where Saturn is, speaking to us about changing the limitations of how we have viewed things within these mundane tasks. Now, truthfully, that talks to you about your work, your daily service, your diet, your hygiene, your ability to work, how you care about yourself, literally, emotionally, and physically. It's the caretaker of yourself, but it's also the mundane tasks. And those mundane tasks, like I say, come down to, because these are going straight across and into that 12th house. So there's something here that either doesn't serve us in a healthy way, physically or emotionally or spiritually and soulfully, more or less. There's something about it, either it's physical health, in the mundane tasks we need to change that, or there's something, about our mental view of things within these mundane daily tasks every day, and who you deal with and the people and stuff within them, that we have to make changes so that it serves us on a more soulful level, and change the limitations of maybe how it is we talk about ourselves, or to ourselves, or let others talk about us in some sense within this situation, is what I'm feeling. Now, the reason I'm saying all of this, though, is because the Guardians of the Pole are in. There's technically 3 Guardians of the Pole. They are guarding that energy that's going from Cancer to Capricorn. But we're on one end of that. We are Leo. And then you have Gemini. Gemini has the Polaris star there, which technically is the North Star, but it is one of the Guardians of the Pole. Then the other 2 are here in Leo. These energies I'm speaking about carry 3 energies in one. It's the Sun's energy, it's Venus's energy, and it's considered to be Saturn's energy. So we're talking about extra sensitive rules, walls, and boundaries, new limitations, new withholdings, and illumination. That would be, first off, coming out of our first house, which we already have the sun there and we already have Venus there. So we're triple illuminated at this time with the sun. We're triple sensitive because of Venus already being there. And then Mars is just backing up that power with a little bit more masculine, ugh, kind of energy. So you should definitely be full on standing in your power and strong and confident. And if not, it's because there's something in that 12th house you have not healed. And that's why I'm bringing it up to you this way. And with the guardians of the pole guarding that Cancer energy, if you don't heal it, if you don't find a way to get past, the situations in that 12th house, those secrets, the grief, sorrow secrets, unconscious depths of stuff that you're hiding from yourself, you just kind of don't want to deal with it, you don't want to admit it, those are things that are going to keep you from moving forward. And I'm bringing it to your attention because they're totally not allowing just willy-nilly energy to get through. The other, like I said, is coming out of Gemini, and that is our 10th house. Our 11th house. This is speaking to, like I said, the energies that are coming out of Gemini from the Polaris star, which is the North Star, is like sun, illumination, core energy. It is rules, walls, and boundaries, limitations, withholding, Saturn's energy, and it is sensitivity. And it's going directly into the community, the groups of those communities, the friends, your wishes, your friends, your wishes, your hopes, your goals, your dreams, your desires, your ambitions, the memberships that you are part of, your self-realization, and humanitarian interests. What is going on with these friendships? Are they good ones? Are they ones that you want to continue to keep or not? This is the perfect time for cutting cords if that's the situation, because of being told be responsible to yourself and to your soul. Now, our universal first house, like I said, is getting along actually really well with Jupiter being in Sagittarius, which is going to be going direct in our 5th house, speaking to illuminating what we enjoy. I feel like it's not just coming into that lioness energy or the lion energy, but it's also like the eye of the lion. Not just, it's like the eye of the eye of the tiger, and the heart of the lion at the same time. Coming into enjoying our kid, enjoying our inner child, and allowing its creativity to just move us in any way that we need to, so we can get closer to our authentic self. But what's wanting to come out of me is our immortality. So that is part of your soul. That immortality is part of your soul, because we may die, being humans, but the soul will not. So connect with it. Connect with the deepest part of the soul and allow it to express itself. Allow it to remind you of what you enjoy in life, what you do and what you don't, so you follow what you do. Where is your pursuit of pleasure? All of this energy is coming down to getting more right with you and being able to pursue that so that we can move forward in the most healthiest ways. If you are not happy and you don't have inner emotional security because you've been able to find happiness, or at least know how to express what you've got to do to get you to happiness, and realize what you have to drop to get you to happiness. That's how you start creating inner emotional security, about realizing who and what your roots are, which is Scorpio. Is where Scorpio is for us. And this is all about death, birth, death, and rebirth. I feel like everything about Leo right now is not just being reborn, but I mean, this is like a reincarnation. I feel like it's a complete rebirth, a complete healing into healing from mental illnesses that we have been suffering from, dealing with ethics and rising us up into a new ethics and morals, finding a new reputation that we're more proud of, is what I feel like Spirit is telling me. They're moving us into brand new ambitions, humanitarian interests for us, new directions in all different ways, finding how to be more liberated as we move forward. And we're finding this through this energy that's coming in right now. And it's time to step forward fully into it and just embrace it. If there's pieces you're missing that you're not understanding, you will know it by the 28th, because there's an extra doorway there. And if not, then you're going to know all about the mistakes you've made come 6 months when the next eclipses come in. What does Leo need to hear? I don't like to always go to my past life deck, but when I do go to the past life deck, it's because typically there's something we need to hear from it. I just always tell them that I refuse to pull, like ancient Egypt. I pull the other information because it's not in those cards. They are telling you your angels are with you. Never assume that they are not with you. They are always with you, and all you need to do is ask for their guidance. Some of you are afraid to make the changes that are coming up in front of you. This is imprisonment or slavery. You are afraid that you are stuck. You are caged. And this may have been a situation of a past life, or maybe in the past of this life. You may have been, this could be your 12th house. This could be part of that 12th house and what you're healing from. There may be something that in the past has made you feel like you wasn't worthy. That you wasn't worthy and you couldn't live up to it. But that is no more. And the only way it stays with you is because you're holding it in your unconscious mind. You need to forgive yourself and allow it to be something that's not part of your life anymore. You need to release it from yourself by telling yourself you release it from yourself. That is called accepting that it's not yours to carry anymore. Is there anything else here for Leos at this time before I go to the next deck? They just keep reminding me, you are responsible for your own higher self. You are responsible for getting to know your higher self, to getting to that connection and closer to that higher self. Spirituality and religion. For some of you, this is something that may be a problem for you. You're still stuck in the dogma of believing what others have told you. And this is the time to start trusting in your own new spirituality, your new truth. And I don't mean new as in, this is something that you've always known. Your truth is something you've always known. It's getting right with self and moving forward and knowing that you can and trusting in that and not worrying about what society has told us is and is not real and how things must be. They said don't worry about the damn community. They said don't worry about the way the community sees you or takes you. It's up to you to be able to know, to trust in yourself, and to have that connection with yourself. And they just switched me over, telling me we're done with this deck because they gave me Rome. So, unless Rome was something one of you needed to hear, we're done with that deck. Strange. This little deck I don't use quite as much because this is a deck I tend to carry with me when I go out. I don't use it so much on these videos. What does Leo need to hear? Yeah, not like 9 cards. What does Leo need to hear? Come back here. Death. This is just what I was saying. This is the crown chakra. This is helping us to realize something is dying and something new is beginning. And it's our birthday, so it's rebirth time. So you should be definitely letting go of last year. Let go of all that crap from last year. Ace of Swords. This is also the root chakra. This is finding a new clarity and a new insight as you move forward. This is a brand new beginning, like it should be. Yeah, not like 5 cards. I flipped a whole bunch of them over. The Queen of Swords, the throat chakra. What was I saying? This is being sure of self, intense in her spirit, and she knows how to speak her mind. Oh, yes, we do, Leos. But for some of you, you're coming through some throat chakra issues, and you're more or less being told, yes, do it. Yes, yes, do it. The Magician. You can create what you want, but this all has to do with being connected to that higher self. If you're connected to the higher self, to the oneness, to that level of spirituality, you can manifest and create and change and start to be the one that's responsible for that manifestation and truly start to create what it is you want. But if you're not connected to the higher self, you'll accidentally be manifesting from a different point of view. You have judgment coming in. This is also, this is judgment coming in. This is like an epiphany, a brand new beginning, a brand new way of thinking. Again, it's a new idea, something new to take you in a brand new place, along with that Magician as you start to move forward. Get back in there. What does Leo need to know as they move forward? Or how can you help Leo move forward? Thank you, darlings. How can you help Leo to move forward? I'm just not feeling like they're ready for me to read yet, so I just keep shuffling. Because they usually start to get heat back throughout them, and they're just definitely taking their time. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is it we need to hear? Because you're going to tell me whatever you want to hear anyway, so. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. There's anything here? Courage and tranquility is what they're saying. Having courage within your tranquility as you move forward. You're being given the Queen of Wands with strength. Both of this is the Leo, this is you. This is courage, firm and true. Courage, firm and true of spirit. This is, the Queen of Wands is both fire and water. She is a strong, tempered, fierce speed, but nurturing. She can be forceful. She is definitely all about passion and inspiration, and she has no problem going after what it is she wants. Plus, she has the tiger, not the tiger here, the cheetah here. You know how I feel about the cheetah. This has to do with you coming into a brand new level of manifestation, a brand new level of vibrational frequency as we move forward, because the cheetah speaks to us of speed, but it also speaks to us of changing our frequencies with that speed as we move forward and coming into our power. This is also, we are given the 9 of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy, which speaks to us of that 4th house as well. In some cases, unless this is a Sagittarius. This is moving ahead, mowing ahead. This is spiritual growth. This is alert and dedicated. Alert and dedicated. Both eyes are open. It's just your third eye is also open. Journey into the unknown with confidence. This is coming into our power, standing in a new confident place, moving forward, allowing that magician from before to give us our third eye energy and take us where we need to go. Was this two? No, it was just this one. Okay, and then I'm being given the Princess of Swords. Devotion, wisdom, Athena, strategic thinking as we move forward. This could also be the goat. This could be the goat with the sure-footedness. Sure-footedness, use your intelligence, move quickly, but move wisely. The High Priestess. Now, you guys already know, I always say the High Priestess, technically, in the way I deal with it, is above the magician. She already is connected to everything. She is the oracle. She is magic. She is harmony, and she is in balance with all. She is, in this deck, also Isis and Mother Mary. She is also, like I said, she is magic itself, but she is also Virgo. So Virgo may be in your life. But this is coming to new knowledge. Coming to new knowledge of understanding everything as we move forward. Having faith in it, trusting in it, intuition, no doubting. Just we are able to stand in our power and move forward. It seems like this month is going to be very good. You're getting also the 6 of Pentacles, which is inward reflection and connection. It's oneness within the veins. For me, this is also more or less a magician card, and it's coming with the moon. So this is trusting in your intuition, trusting to get past your subconscious, past your nocturnal fears, and moving forward. It seems like this is definitely something powerful. Is there any? It feels like there's still something here. Is there a challenge? For some of us, the challenge is the 3 of Swords. You cannot let somebody else tear you down. You cannot let somebody else or what didn't happen keep you from moving forward, because I'm getting it with the Queen of Wands again. So this is her passion, her action, she's nurturing, but she's forceful. She has no problem saying and acting with her fire power energy, more or less. This is, don't let the pain keep you from moving forward. Don't allow it to drive you into a negative way. That is a challenge for us right now. So where you've been hurt, don't hold on to it, because you are getting the Ace of Pentacles. It is a brand new beginning, a brand new tangible start as you move forward. This is something, it's the seeds of matter, the cycle of birth, of rebirthing. It's the opportunities coming forward. The wheel is burning. The wheel, I feel like, yeah, the wheel is burning, not turning, burning in your favor. But if you emotionally let it pull you down, then it can. They're saying again, have strength. This is you. This is the Leo card. Have strength and be firm within the... They're saying as some of you have had a deception happen that's caused some mental illness, and in some of you it's even been in a professional situation. But you cannot hold on to it because this is... What was I just saying? You cannot hold on to it. This is the Seven of Swords. You cannot run forward and look back at the same time. Some of you know who this situation is and you need to just let it be done. This is Aries the Emperor, which is also what I am being given. It's building brand new, like it's brand new stuff. It's the entrepreneur. This is, you're going to move forward. And even if it was, whether these two go together and it was the emperor or like your boss in a professional situation, this is, you cannot run forward and look back. It's saying leave them behind. And if this is you, then this is saying believe in you. Plain and simple. This is saying for you to build a brand new beginning, brand new, create a brand new project, start a brand new world for yourself. You can't continue to move forward and look back at the same time. Even if the emperor is the one that you're leaving behind, or you are the emperor, is the way that I'm perceiving this. Thoth, did you have anything to say here? Very first thing out, strife. Like what I was saying, do not hold on to the strife. This is creating friction from the resistance, more or less, which will stop you from moving forward. Burdened, overwhelmed, rash decisions. And then the wish card. If you put these two together, they will destroy your wish. It's that simple. This is the wish card with strife. If you can't move forward and move backward at the same time, this is what that Medusa energy I've been talking about that's been coming forward in the Aries sign. And remember, Aries happens to be where Medusa is, and that's also where the Emperor was showing up. So you cannot move forward if you're holding on to something from the past. You will have fake lived fulfillment. The Wheel of Fortune is telling you things are changing. Things are moving forward. Do not keep looking backwards. Move forward. Move with it. Let it go. Some of you, this is not the full time for the harvest. This is just planting a seed. Because this is awaiting the ripening harvest, more or less. But for some of you, this is saying you're planting the seed. And we've been dealing with the eclipse energy. Some of this is very much stuff that maybe you won't truly be seeing until, we come into the next eclipses, which is like 5 months away. But some of this is setting yourself in the right place. Get yourself away from any pointless sabotage, is what they're saying right off the bat. Is going to just go against you. This is not the time for any of that shit. This is telling you, if you have any of that, I feel like I've gone into 2 different readings. This is Saturn. This is Seven of Pentacles or Seven of Discs. This would be a Taurus. This would tell you that you need to be breaking that limited mindset. You want to find fulfilling relationships, transformation of healing. If you, yeah, this is definitely too different. It's switched to whoever else I started channeling. This is, if you're going to have a relationship, make sure that you're picking the relationship that is healthy. This is telling you to go after a rebirthing and a resurrection of yourself and build a brand new relationship first with yourself and then outwardly, and make sure that it is a fulfilling relationship that brings transformational healing to yourself first off. Then, yeah, that this is a period of healing for some of you. Some of you are going to be a little bit further behind because Spirit just said some of you are still coming into your self-realization. The rest of you are already starting to come into your power and move forward. You're learning how to come into your oracle. You're learning how to come into the Empress, where the rest of us are already seeing that in the first part. They switched into a different reading. This is telling you that this is speaking to some of you of that rebirthing. Some of you are a little bit further behind because you've had more trouble healing, and that's fine. It's just telling you you're a little bit further behind because you had to heal. It's not that you're behind. You just weren't ready to heal yet. This is lifting what was there before and elevating you to a new level, bringing you up into that oracle energy. This is bringing you up into that mothering and selfless energy that is nurturing in truth. But this is speaking to you of nurturing yourself, because some of you are definitely having a brand new healthy healing for yourselves. And this is the other deck I'm being called to. There's always like a few who are they're like, nope, not coming out. What does Leo need to know or have help with as they come through the first half of August? Leo, Leo, Leo. I speak my truth, and I encourage others to speak theirs. I see the wisdom in my higher self and apply this wisdom to my life. Like I said, everything about this energy right now is about liberating yourself with your true self and giving yourself the authority to do it. It's coming into a new level of authenticity. Because if you don't, how will you move forward into your true purpose? I love you guys. And I hope that it was validation for some of you. Also, if you do enjoy the readings, please subscribe. And if you want to book your own appointments, please look in the description box down below. Bye, everybody.